I am finally back from my vacation. Did you miss me? It's time to kick some McLaren ass. Mercedes fan mobilize.
Decepticons, mobilize. It is time.
I am sipping on the finest coffee I could find on this beautiful day. Everybody, happy Easter. This is coming out after Easter. I took a break over the weekend to kind of forget about YouTube a little bit. I don't know. I haven't been doing this long enough to already be gassed out or bored of YouTube. But I had to take a break over the weekend, eat some eggs, chill with my family. So hopefully you guys also enjoyed the weekend and Easter. We are now back in round 12 in Hungary. We are closing in on now. We are basically at the halfway of the season. Yeah, round 23 is the last race. Now we are in round 12. Hungary it is. Let's just jump in. Let's see how it goes. And let's hope for a good race and results. Although we are now in a comfortable position, I am starting to think that we should maybe think about the next season more than this one. Okay, we have finished practice 3. This is 8 days later now. It's 9th of April when I'm recording this. I started recording the video on April 1st, so I did a little April Fool's joke and took a break for 8 days. Here we are now, finally getting into qualifying. I've never taken this big of a break on YouTube or from recording, but here we are. So, pre-race support, we have qualifying results here. Both of the Red Bulls 1-2, Ferrari 3-4, Fernando, Lewis, Lance, and Lando, George and Yuki, and Oscar Piastri 11th, interestingly enough. We didn't have the best qualifying, I'd say. George dropped down into 9th. Now, are we seeing a possible downgrade in our performances? I thought we are slowly upgrading our car, but by the looks of it, we have downgraded a bit. Nonetheless, we'll try to fight for the podium, but it will be hard. I am not too hopeful for this race, judging by the qualifying results, but obviously qualifying is much different from the race, so let's hop into the race now. It's lights out, and away we go. We will hop into onboard cam. Rain is to be expected pretty soon. There, track details. Around lap 30 there will be rain, so we elected to go with the softs at first, then on to the mediums, and most likely we won't see the hards. We'll see how that goes, but I am not too hopeful about this race, judging by the fact that we did qualify 6th and 9th. Off topic now, we did get a brand new livery for our car. It is an updated version of the 2024 livery. The creator of the livery we were using updated his download page, so I downloaded it. Now we have this nice swoosh on the side of the car, so it is now I think like 100% accurate to the actual car. For Red Bull, they removed a bit of carbon that they had on the car. I believe on the halo itself there were small little mistakes that some of the fans pointed out. Then he made sure to fix those mistakes. I don't remember the creator's name. It will be up on the screen now. But yes, now back into the race. So Lewis behind Leclerc, closing in on him. George is creating a gap to Tsunoda, closing in on Stroll. Lewis goes for the overtake on Leclerc on the outside, and he does go past Leclerc, chasing Alonso now. Great overtake by Lewis. Let's see if he can get Alonso. Alonso is on the mediums. Let's check out the other strategies for the other teams. So Verstappen starting on the hards, pairs with the softs, Sainz, Alonso mediums, Lewis, Leclerc softs, Norris hard, Russell softs. A lot of teams are going with the hards. I don't know if it's that they're expecting rain and they want to presumably get a one stop with, or at least just only use the hards until the rain comes in. My thinking was that we can make up as much time as we can on the softs, and then when the intermediates come in, we will have enough of a gap. But there goes Lewis. He's now up into 4th, closing in on Sainz. Now there is a large, almost 2-second gap to Carlos. We will drop down to neutral now. Let's at least try to conserve a little bit so we are not in trouble. DRS has been enabled. Leclerc is closing in on Lewis. Our tire degradation is pretty high this time. I am trying to conserve a little bit. I think 3 cars have ran wide, Sargent, Magnussen, and Stroll. So, seems to be a tough track for the drivers, especially for tire deg. Kind of does make sense why most of the cars did go with the hards. Maybe it was the wrong decision, but we will have mediums afterwards, and then we can hop on the intermediates or wets. It will be tricky by then. Rain is soon about to come in, 5% in the next minute. 5% chance of rain in the next minute. Lewis will be defending against Leclerc pretty soon. He is on his tail right now, but Leclerc most likely will be trying to strike about now. And there he goes. His wing is open. Okay, Lewis does a great job of defending another DRS straight though. Lewis still defends. Good job, Lewis. George is in DRS range of Alonso. Piastri on his tail. Has to try to keep him behind as long as we can, ruining his race in the process. And hopefully can fight for the 4th position. We need as many points as we can. Especially we are basically focusing on the Drivers' Championship at this point. Aston Martin and McLaren are nowhere near us at this time. Like, I believe there's a 50-point gap. I am quite rusty though. I don't remember all the facts, as I haven't recorded for so long, but there goes Charles Leclerc. Right, will Lewis get the DRS? No, Leclerc did. There he goes now. We will be in dirty air. Let's compare our tire wear. It's quite similar to Perez. It was quite disappointing to see that George qualified 9th. Will he be able to make up his mistakes in the race? Hopefully he will. I will have to soon drop down from push to balance. I'll do that actually right now. I don't want to make any kind of mistakes and run out of fuel. Hopefully we'll be able to manage our fuel levels and get them back to equal by the end of the race. I don't want to again run out of fuel as in Austria, I believe, in the sprint race.
Now there's the car of Piastri. The opportunity begging to be taken. And Oscar Piastri climbs higher.
Alonso is now closing in on Lewis. They are on mediums and they are quicker than us. It might be that I'm not managing DRS or ERS properly. I guess I'm not tryharding enough. That might be the case. I don't know what to do.
Head down.
Yeah. When I go silent, that means I'm thinking. So I'm thinking right now, guys. But yeah, he is still good by the looks of it. I might need to deploy though a bit. I don't know why I let him get that close. I should have managed the gap a bit.
Use the overtake.
I'll let him use the overtake now. Yeah, I most likely should have just managed the whole managed the gap, I mean, most of the race, but I wanted to skip along as quick as we could to move through the season. Yeah, Alonso does get past Lewis. Okay, we'll drop down to neutral. I don't want to waste any more of our battery. He did get DRS though. I'm quite sure he did. Yep, he did. So there he goes now. Can we try to maybe push away? I think he'll be safe in this lap. Oh, he got DRS again. Okay, there's only one DRS detection point, and then you get DRS for both of these straights. Okay, that's interesting. Russell just lost his position.
Now the focus is on Lando Norris here. The gap opens up for them. And Lando says, well, thank you very much.
So George lost his position now, down into 9th. I am not Toto Wolff in real life. My face expression is not as neutral as his has been lately. We'll keep on moving along. I'll try to manage the distance. Lando has ran away from George. There goes Fernando. Okay. Interesting twist of events. Maybe the softs were the right decision for this track.
Let's just keep it heads
As
down.
you can see, Checo is pushing quite... He's pushing hard. 44% is 5-second gap to Max. They've got an interesting strategy. We might need to push though now. I don't want Lewis to lose the DRS interval. Lando closing in on Oscar as well. I am quite concerned. Maybe we need to pit earlier. Now that I'm thinking about it, if we can get on the mediums about now. The thing is, if I could risk it, but I'm afraid that me doing something crazy like that, pitting earlier than expected, I might mess up. Usually these standard strategies are quite good. But maybe this is the key for a good race for us. But then again, if we pit right now, where do we come out? Estimate position 19th. Its total pitting time is 25 seconds. Yes, won't be saved. 25 seconds. So that will be 14th. Right? 25. No. 30. Oh, never mind. Yeah. That is about 19. Okay. We could try to push now, and it might be too late now. I have lost the DRS intervals to both of the cars. Norris now closing in on Lewis. Stroll has pitted. Okay. This might be decision time for us now. He has hards. He did spun out. Let's see what he does. Hopefully Lewis does. Okay, I'll put them both on aggressive right now. Let's react to whatever Stroll does. He's putting on mediums. He had a mistake there. Okay. We will push now. We will put on the mediums. Next lap, we will... Oh, actually... We'll do next lap for Lewis. This lap for... Or no, we should do it the other way around. Next lap for George. Next lap for George. This lap for Lewis. We'll do that. Let's see how that goes. Stroll comes out in 19th. We will push now. I'll even go on mode push to maximize the gap. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. What has happened? Give us the info. Sector 1. A car has spun.
We've got a yellow flag.
Valtteri Bottas. I am not interested in Valtteri's spin.
And think about lifting coast.
Let's see how this goes. He is closing in. Okay, actually, hold up. No, we will not pit now. We will pit next lap. Because he has the DRS now. This lap, George will come in. Yes. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake. This could be a terrible decision by me. We'll see how it goes. Alonso also pitted. Let's see what kind of tires he puts on. So Leclerc moves up into 4th. Lewis has DRS on Lando. Alonso with the mediums now pitting. And Mercedes are ready as well. He's putting on the hards. Interesting decision. George is in the pits. 2.7, not the best. Wait, did Lewis also pit? Okay, no. Okay, they're just ready. They are just ready. It looks like most of the teams are getting ready for the pits. 2.7, he comes out in 15th. We had the fastest stop. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we will now drop down to standard, go back on balanced. We will wait for Lewis to now pit. He has passed Lando. Obviously, the Saubers have a pit stop issues. Actually, they double stacked, right? Yeah, I'm quite sure they did. Okay, let's see. We will go back onto onboard view. Perez has pitted, so he's also on the softs. Technically, we are undercutting them now. We were nowhere close to them, though. We maybe want to push. No, we want to wait until the rain comes in. It could be a bit more aggressive. I need to heat up the tires, though. Oscar Piastri's also in the pits, so... Yeah, there he is. Okay, let's hope for a good pit. Checo's in the pits. Oscar's in the pits. No one else has pitted. 2.5, great. There we go. Although Oscar did hold us up a bit.
Traffic on the pit exit.
Daniel Ricciardo also pits. Lewis comes out behind Alonso, behind Ocon. Still in front of Oscar Piastri. Okay, we will drop down to aggressive and on mode balanced. Should have probably fueled or harvested our batteries. I forgot to do that. But we are in a decent position, I'd say. Who else has yet to pit? So Max, Sainz, Leclerc, Norris, Albon, Tsunoda, Ocon. How far is Alonso? Is basically 2 seconds in front of us. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. We will follow along. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll jump back whenever there is something interesting happening. Sainz and Leclerc have pitted. Russell will be going for the overtake on Gasly. I am starting to think it was the right decision to pit. Lewis is closing in on Tsunoda and Alonso. Russell will be trying to overtake Gasly. Norris still holding out with the hards. Albon, 5th. We will pass Leclerc with Lewis, right? No, we didn't. But there goes George past Gasly. Leclerc now in front of Lewis. So, currently the grid goes like this, presumably. So Perez 1, Sainz 2, Alonso 3, Leclerc 4th, Lewis 5th, Oscar 6th, George 7th. Now obviously Max will pit pretty soon, and he has a nice gap, so he will jump back into 6th, 5th. Somewhere along those lines. But legitimately, I believe we are like 5th or 6th with Lewis. George closing in. Oh no, Lewis is still behind Charles. Let's hopefully decrease that gap so we can go for the overtake on Leclerc and Tsunoda. Checo puts in the fastest lap. Albon goes into the pits. Tsunoda goes into the pits. We will have DRS though. But Leclerc will also have DRS. Hulkenberg goes into the pits as well. So, Lewis will now be 7th. Norris is yet to pit. And Max is yet to pit. So, I believe Lewis is in 6th legitimately. Hopefully Lewis can manage the gap to Leclerc and hopefully get another DRS straight out of or a DRS out of him, but doesn't seem that way. Charles Leclerc put up the fastest lap when we also did pass Norris. He is now exiting the pits. George will also pass Norris. No, he might. Will he have DRS? No, I don't think he will. Yeah, no. Okay, well, George is in 9th. Now everybody has pitted except Max, so this is the correct grid order now. We will be battling for these positions. And when is rain expected? In around 10 laps. So it will be an interesting turn of events. The race, I presume, will completely change by then. I don't think we've had a wet race. We had a sprint race in Miami. And I think that's it. We haven't had a proper race in rain, so this will be our first, if I am correct. It will be interesting. We will follow along George's battle with Lando, though. Lando is pushing, by the looks of it. We will deploy to try to get past him. He is not charging, judging by the light on his car. It is not blinking, so... Although I'm not quite sure how that works, but... There George goes. He will try to overtake Lando. Our battery is drained, though. If I could maybe top up... that maybe might have been the wrong decision. We will try to top up. Lewis has lost the interval to Alonso and Leclerc. And we'll deploy with him for a bit. We have DRS. We will go back onto neutral now. Try to get away from Lando. Let's see. What actually... Lando has softs. Piastri hards. Alonso hards. Leclerc softs. Verstappen still hasn't pitted. Interesting. Is Max trying to wait out until the rain comes in and then only pit? It's an interesting decision by them if that is the case. If Max pits just before the rain comes in, he will screw up his race. Basically having to pit 2 or a couple laps in a row. Or basically, yeah, with a small interval on brand new tires. Let's see how George does with Lando. He's trying to keep him behind. Oh, I completely forgot about Lewis and his battery. I should have... God damn it. Yeah, there goes Lando. He does pass us just in before the DRS detection point, so we will have DRS in both of these straights. That will help us out. If we could top up while trying to overtake Lando, that'd be great. Well, there goes George. Good job, George. There he goes. Great, great, great. Hopefully, we will top up now with him. Even more. I'll drop down to neutral. Awesome job, George. Let's try to fight for 8th. We just need to finish in front of both of the McLarens, with both of our drivers. There also goes Lando past George. That was Danny, Rick, and Gasly. Might have been the case. Nonetheless, George has been passed by Lando. Lando is trying to get away from him. Should I deploy? We will have DRS. I want to make sure that we do get the ERS though. Gasly got a penalty. We cannot fall out of the DRS range. Go, 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 George. I don't know if you got it. I don't know if you got it. We will drop down to neutral now. Yes, okay. Good, good, good. We got the DRS. I am trying to manage the gap to Oscar. It was dropping quite a lot for some time. Now we're back almost into the 4-second gap. And I now need to manage George's distance to Lando. We cannot drop off out of that DRS interval. Otherwise we'll be stuck in 9th for a long time. Now Lando does have softs, and they are in a better condition than ours percentage wise. I think that will be it for the tow from Lando. There he goes. By the looks of it, we maybe can push even more. The chances of rain are starting to increase from 5% to 20 now. Should we maybe push with both of our drivers and let them completely destroy the tires? I'm not sure. I'll leave it on aggressive for right now. I will not change anything. I'll let the drivers do their thing. George has fallen off now. We just need Lewis to stay in front of Oscar and not give him a tow. And hopefully Lance doesn't get any closer to George from now on. It has started to rain. I believe cars are now pitting for the intermediates. And we will hold out though for a bit. We will destroy these tires as much as we can. I have managed to keep the gap from Piastri so he doesn't get any DRS from Lewis. But I'm starting to believe that the McLaren does have a better car than us. They've been consistently decreasing the gap to Lewis. Let's see, should I try to undercut them with the intermediates? I am not sure. I am keeping an eye on this stat of the amount of water on the track. It is closing in on 1 millimeter, which at that point you need the intermediates on. Stroll, Albon, Tsunoda, Ocon have pitted for the intermediates. Believe this is the time. We will go on mode aggressive and push. Wait, hold up. Where's the pit lane? Okay. Intermediate time it is. We will harvest and harvest. Intermediates this lap. Okay. Hopefully.
I just don't think about getting the pack back up.
No, I think we'll be good. Okay, yeah, Max also has pitted. I believe, yeah, everybody's going on intermediates. So. Seems to be clear enough that we should box right now. We could have technically waited out one more lap. Let's see what we can do, but I will not risk it. Let's all just pit. There is gearbox damage on George's car. There we go. Into the pits. Oscar stays out. Is that right? I believe he has. Yeah, Oscar stayed out. Interesting. Let's see. Let's have a quick pit. George just entered the pit lane. 2.8. In George. Come on. Quick pit.
All clear on exit.
Awesome job. Awesome job, team. Okay. Yellow flag, though. Both of our cars are okay.
Just had a snap.
After exiting the pits, Oscar Piastri went for a spin. You go back on neutral now and aggressive.
Just need to stay on top of the lifted coast.
And by the looks of it, we can go to the end with these tires. Let me quickly edit the strategy. I can't edit the strategy, but okay. Or at least I couldn't edit from this lap. So, by the looks of it, we can make it to the end with these tires, so we just have to manage them. What is this? Lewis has a back marker in front of him. We could deploy to try to decrease the gap. Alonso and Leclerc are fighting, as well as Oscar Piastri now. Let's check out the battle between them. It's a close battle right there. And that's a back marker back there, as well as Lewis. So Lewis has these three in sight. Hopefully they slow each other down. By the looks of it, they are. Lewis now only a second behind. Alonso gets past Leclerc. Alonso passes Oscar, so there he goes. In fourth. Is Oscar still in the hards? He is. That's why he went for a spin, so he didn't even box. Guan Yu Zhou's also out, still on the softs. Interesting decision. There, both of the cars go. Lewis hopefully will also now pass Oscar as quick as he can. Just go, go, go. I'll let him deploy. Should be easy enough.
Understood.
McLaren having a brain fart by the looks of it. Making Oscar stay out. Interesting. Why have they made him stay out? That's weird. Lewis now up into 6th. Chasing down Leclerc and Alonso. We are in a decent position. Let's just keep it this way. Hopefully George can improve his standing in the grid right now. Oscar is dropping quickly. I believe Oscar will pit now. Guan Yu Zhou has pitted. Yeah, Guan Yu Zhou just pitted. Oscar's somewhere about there. So technically George should pass Oscar. We should put him into 8th. If Oscar stays out, yeah, there he goes. Into the pits. George will be now in 8th. But Lando quickly closing in on Lewis by the looks of it. No? Maybe not. Okay. Oh, red flag, red flag. What just happened? Both of our drivers are okay. That's good to see. Interesting. So, Lance Stroll took out one of the Saubers and crashed himself into the wall. Interesting. Now, when we come out, it's 3.4 millimeters of rain. Can I see the projection? We'll put on brand new intermediate. Maybe it's time for the wets. I am not sure. I'll put on the intermediates. Brand new intermediates for both of the cars. This could be a big mistake, but I don't want to risk it. We'll just leave it be.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Everybody is on brand new intermediates. I'll quickly pause the game because I want to make sure we are pushing. There you go. Usually I don't like to pause the game. This was a crucial part of it. Okay, we'll get back on board. Turn this off. Investigation. Lance Stroll should be at fault. That was unnecessary, but never mind. He doesn't get a penalty. VSC. Red flag. Another red flag. Albon and Tsunoda are out.
It's lights out, and away we go.
Slides out and away we go for the 3rd time now. We do have the wets on for now. George and Lewis are in 6th. Interesting. I didn't actually manage to see who passed who and when during the race. Interestingly enough, Sainz and Oscar Piastri still have the intermediates on. But most of the cars have the wets, so I am sure, I'm quite confident that we made the right decision. Let's see, so unfortunately George has some a gearbox damage on his car. I don't know how big of a performance difference that will make, but we are currently comfortably behind Alonso, and hopefully we'll be able to fight for a position. I will make sure that they don't defend, or actually no, neutral. That's what I want to do. There you go. I want to keep Lando behind Lewis and George. Maybe try to overtake Carlos Sainz. I will have to remember to change that back. George almost slid into Carlos Sainz, destroying his front wing in the process, but he didn't. There goes Lando for now. I will put it back on new medium. Don't want to let Lando pass. You know what? I'll leave it be. I'll just let them race. Kevin Magnussen has entered the pits. Let's see, is George able to overtake Carlos? There he goes through the inside. Overtaking Carlos up into 5th. Lando is trying to overtake Lewis. He doesn't. Lewis now trying to overtake Carlos Sainz through the outside. No, he will not in this corner. Lando's again trying to stick in his nose into where he shouldn't, but he does overtake Lewis. Unfortunately, 5th and 8th at this time. George has quite a gap to Carlos. Carlos is struggling with the intermediate, so luckily George got past Carlos quite quickly. Ferrari have made a mistake in their strategy, leaving Carlos on the intermediates. There goes Lando. We will put it on. I don't want to risk it though. I don't want to risk it. I trust Lewis, but we need to get past these Carlos as quick as we can. We'll drop down to neutral with him. Come on. There you go. We get past Carlos now, 5th and 7th. Carlos is dropping quickly. By the looks of it, Oscar Piastri is also dropping quickly, so was the wrong choice to leave the intermediates on for both of the drivers. We are overheating though. We will drop down to aggressive. Track condition has changed to damp now, I believe. Yeah, okay, the track is only going to get less wet. Is it the time now to switch to the intermediates? I am not sure. I will let both the drivers push though. And with these tires, it is dropping quite quickly. We could try to wait it out as long as we can and maybe put on the hards, but no, intermediates it is. You know what, we will pit this lap. We'll do that with George. I'll leave Lewis out.
Box.
Yeah, maybe I could have put Lewis in at this lap. My mistake. Well, Lewis will have to drop back a little bit to let Lewis or give George a little bit of a time to actually pit. We will have to double stack. Let's see how that goes. This is crucial now. Oh, Lewis has to wait a little. No, it's perfect. It's perfect. Go. Awesome job. Great job. That was perfect. We stay 5th and 7th. Great job. That was perfect. That was amazing. Okay. You're back on the track now. We will go back to neutral with him and to neutral with him. Oh, we put on the used tires. Oh no. That's a big mistake. I should have put on the brand new set of intermediates. Oh no. Okay, well, it's not that big of a deal. There's only a couple of, 20-something laps left. Damn, I messed up a little bit. Okay. It is what it is now. We can't complain. Lewis now closing it on Lando. He has closed the gap. Now he only has to overtake him. We'll be trying to overtake him now. We have the ERS. Come on, go for it, Lewis. Through the inside. Nope. Anytime now, Lewis. Though I'm afraid we might drain the battery a bit too much, but we need this overtake on Lando. Go for it. There you go. Drop down to neutral. We will have a slight battery disadvantage now, though. I want to top up as much as you can.
Just charge the pack.
What's this ERS battle assist? I haven't seen that before. Should I just leave that on?
If we can have an overtake press.
I don't think I had that option. Did I change some kind of settings? Hopefully this is the right save. I think this is. Wasn't that for if you put it on like medium difficulty? You have this option. Anyhow, we'll leave it on if it improves our performances. Lewis did get away from Lando. He has a nice gap to him. Hopefully we can increase that gap. Although, we do have a slight disadvantage tire degradation wise. I did push for a bit too long. I let the tires overheat a bit. Well, we'll go back onto neutral now. Yeah, there is no point of pitting anymore. Just race until the end. Hopefully we can keep 5th and 6th. Yellow flag. What just happened? Gasly has ran wide. So, Lewis has closed the gap to George. I don't know if I should push with them or not. I believe it might be the right choice, as we are now temperature-wise in a comfortable position. I did overheat the tires for a bit though. But if we could increase the gap to Lando, that'd be great. Best case scenario, we pass Alonso. Worst case scenario, I'd just like to keep 5th and 6th if we can. Not let Alonso get past us. Interestingly enough, both of the Alpines, 8th and 9th. Sainz, 12th, after Ferrari messed up their strategy. And as well, McLaren messed up Piastri's strategy. He's down in 15th, so staying on the intermediates was the wrong choice after the third start of the race. Or second restart of the race. Lando has closed in on Lewis. I don't know if this ERS battle assist thing is helping us. Let me check. I don't think I've changed the difficulty. Yeah, it's on hard. I thought when you switch it to medium, that pops up. But it is still here. Let's try to keep... I don't know if I should tell him to always defend or not, because that will slow him down and give Lando even more opportunities to actually pass George. Now, tire degradation is probably starting to come into play. I could just put it on aggressive now. It is the final lap now, so I think I'll just put it on attack and on mode deploy for both of the drivers. Maybe it's too early to go on mode deploy for the full lap. I don't think we have a full battery. Let's see. Well, the good thing is there is no DRS, so Lando will not have that advantage. So Lewis just has to stay in front of Lando. By the looks of it, he will. Yep, he will. Okay. I'll just leave it on deploy. I guess the ERS battle assist is doing a good job of conserving while also staying quick. So I'll leave it on. Tire degradation wise, or temperature wise, I am quite concerned about the 92%. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Maybe I might have just jinxed something by now. But George has a comfortable lead. He just has to finish now in 5th. Lewis will have to battle until the end against Lando. I will drop down to standard just to make sure.
Just reduce your speed.
Yeah, I agree.
Max just won the race. We are closing in on the last corner of the race. Come on. Come on, Lewis. Come on. Okay, there we go. 5th and 6th, we got a good performance in. I'm happy with this one. We qualified 5th and 9th, I believe. George qualified 9th and made it up into 5th, so I'm happy about this race. Whew. Definitely the safety cars, or the 2 red flags, saved us, so we'll have to thank Stroll, Albon, and Tsunoda for that, but yes, I am happy. And this is quite a good return for me after 12 days missed from YouTube. Hope you guys didn't miss me. So, the post-race support, the favorite part of the video of mine when everything is finished, and hopefully both of our drivers are on the podium, but not this race. Max finished first for like the 13th time in a row now, or whatever it is. No, actually there was one race which Leclerc won, I think. Sergio finishes second, Charles third with the extra point for the fastest lap. Fernando 4th, George moves up 4 positions in 5th, Lewis stays in 6th as he qualified in 6th, Lando 7th. Both of the Alpines, Ocon and Gasly, 8th and 9th. Ocon moved up by 6, Gasly by 9th. Hülkenberg finishes 10th. Great performances by the bottom feeder teams. Zhou Guanyu made up, started 20th, finished 11th. Great performance by him, but not enough for the points. Carlos Sainz messed up by the Ferrari engineers. Same with Oscar Piastri. McLaren messed him up. But the drivers' championship-wise, Max still comfortably in the lead. Leclerc now dropping off from Max. Sergio closing in on Sainz, George, and Lewis still in front of Alonso, but the next race will be crucial for them. Alonso now is in striking distance. He can't pass Lewis and George in the next race. And let's see, Lance keeps on doing Lance things. Yeah, Oscar. This has been a bad season for Oscar. Relatively, first of all, to his rating, 85 overall. Lando is in 8th with 73 points, and he is basically the double amount of points from Oscar. So, I'd be concerned if I was McLaren. Maybe it's McLaren's fault. I'm not quite sure. Well, today definitely was McLaren's fault. Oscar was comfortably in the lead in front of was Norris or him leading, or not leading, but in front of us. I don't remember. We're in front of Lewis when we were like 6th, and then one of them were 5th. Nonetheless, Ocon gets 4 points for his team, now moving up into the 14th position in front of Liam Lawson, who raced one race instead of or as a replacement for Checo. Hulkenberg gets another point. Gasly gets 2 more. Yep. Constructor Championship wise, we are closing in on Ferrari. Now, I don't think we'll be close to them by any means. Today, they just messed up with the strategy for Carlos Sainz. But we are still comfortably in the lead in front of Aston Martin, and even increasing the gap by 6 points. McLaren didn't do themselves any justice today. Alpine have left the bottom 10th position, now moved up into 7th in this one race. This will be disappointing for both Williams and Haas, who Williams were 7th, yep, and Haas were 8th, and now they moved down. Alpine might be crawling back now by the looks of it. This was definitely a good race for them and a good achievement for them in this race. Possibly a morale booster for the rest of the season. And maybe the Racing Bulls might have to worry now that the Alpines are coming their way. DHL fastest pit stops. We are improving our times. We got 8 points from today. Let's see the report. We are closing in on Williams. I'm happy about that. I definitely want to pass Williams. If we could close in on Aston Martin, that'd be great. If we want to compete for championships, we have to be up here because pit stops are a crucial part. Now, luckily we haven't had any kind of mistakes lately, but still, if we could be a bit faster, that'd be great. So as I was saying during the race, we got a new livery for our car. It is upgraded a bit. You can see it here. I believe he added the swoosh right here. Maybe these blue lines on the sides. I'm not quite sure. You guys can compare from both of the videos. But yeah, I believe it's just a swoosh. Maybe some gradient here. I'm not sure. I don't remember correctly. And from the past episodes, I haven't really kept my eye on the liveries. But yeah. Anyways, car development-wise, we are now have a new rear wing. And actually, dirty air tolerance and top speed-wise, we're 3rd on the grid for the car. Does that mean we are 2nd in, let's see, car analysis? Do we have a better car, or at least that part of... Ooh, interesting. We are starting to develop a better car than Ferrari by the looks of it. Ooh la la, okay. Well, obviously our DRS effectiveness isn't as good. Our cooling is much worse. We will improve on that, definitely. Interesting. Whoa, 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 what? Okay. Okay, they might have something broken by now. Okay, I won't take this into consideration. After the race, they maybe haven't fixed a part or something. Okay, yeah, whatever. I guess we can check the other car. There's no way that they're... Interesting. It's really interesting. Okay. McLaren have a better car than ours. By the looks of it, there are small differences. Aston Martin. It's debatable which car is better. Interesting. Okay. That's weird. There. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think there are just some parts are damaged, and it's not a really a fair comparison. Anyways, we will now. We are developing even more new parts. I gave both of the drivers new rear rings, so we've got a couple of parts coming in. So yeah, and then for the powertrains, I will now buy new car parts. This will. I wanted to buy every car part, or I guess a new engine for both of the drivers. That's 10 million. A new ERS battery. That's 5 million for both drivers. 15 million. And we can live without a gearbox for right now. So 15 million to the cost cap. And hopefully we'll make it to the end of the season with that money. I think I'll do that right now. It is what it is. We will need those parts anyways. So we can buy it right now. And from then on, manage our cost cap. Yeah, gearbox. We don't need a new gearbox. We do need a new engine though. So there we go. New engine, new battery. Boom. Next episode, we should finally sign a replacement for Lewis Hamilton. As we all know, he will be leaving at the end of the season. We'll put up a community poll, which will consist of 5 drivers. Now, you could argue some of these overalls are incorrect, like comparing to real life. Carlos has been performing much better than Charles this season. So, looking back at how I made these rosters, maybe I messed up on that part. Also, obviously, Charles can still grow. So maybe we should have made him like 87 overall or something along those lines and leave it at that. Lando has grown a lot, 89 overall now. Interesting. Oscar 85, Ocon 85, Albon 84, Hulk 83, Valtteri 83. Okay. Interesting. Alright, but yeah. So, next episode, we will finally sign a new driver for next season. Lewis will be leaving. We need a replacement for him. I will put up a community poll. So, it will be Fernando. One of the choices will be Fernando, Carlos, Sergio. We could do Max. One of you guys recommended Lando. Lando, I could buy him out easily, but do I want to do that? I kind of don't. I want to go a different route because almost by the looks of it, everybody signs Lando. He's one of the youngest drivers, one of the most interesting drivers, one of the best drivers. Then again, we have to do what's best for the team. But I would like to also include Max into the vote. We've heard rumblings about that in real life. But then again, it's the same, I guess, situation with him as Lando. You know, it would look weird having Max in Mercedes and Lando in Mercedes. So, okay, so we have Alonso, Sergio, Carlos. And we could do one of Gasly or Ocon. Sergio's not willing to negotiate. That's weird. Okay, well, I guess he's in a better team right now, but I guess you can still vote on it. But okay, there's one free slot for that. So okay, we'll do Alonso, Carlos, Lando, and Max. And then there will be other. And in that other section, you just comment down below into the discussion comment section or under this video, whichever you guys would prefer. I will include those in the vote. And we'll see how that goes. This is really crucial, and I want you guys to be involved. The next episode should come out in 3 or I guess 1 day from now. So if today is Tuesday, it should come out on... Usually I do Friday. I could wait until Friday. But I might want to just pump out these episodes. Now this is a crucial vote, so maybe we should wait for Friday. Okay, now, we'll do this. I will pre-record an episode for Friday. But I will wait until Sunday, or the episode after Friday's episode. Or whenever I post the next episode. So 1 episode after the next one. That's when we'll sign the next, or the driver that will replace Lewis. So after the Belgian Grand Prix, we will at Zandvoort, we should have our next driver figured out. That is round. What round is it? So this is round 13. Zandvoort will be round 15. We are basically at the halfway point of the season. Will that be before? Yeah. Wait, no. Yeah. So after this race, we go into the big summer break. And in that summer break, we will figure out who we sign as our replacement for Lewis Hamilton. So, again, make sure to vote, comment, whatever. Just let me know which drivers we should sign out of, I guess, all of these main drivers. We could think about Mick. I was kind of thinking about maybe giving Mick a chance. And then worst case scenario, mid-season, we replace him with someone else. Now, buying someone out mid-season, because I don't think like Carlos is staying as a free agent. I think he's getting signed. Maybe Daniel Ricciardo stays as a free agent, and then we can, for example, replace him with, or replace Mick with Ricciardo if he's a free agent, and sign someone else as a reserve driver. So let me know. Comment down below. We also have an option of signing Sebastian Vettel. I did put out a community poll asking you guys, will Seb return to F1? Most of you guys said no, so I don't think we'll really think about adding him back into the database or the game, because most of you guys said no. But if you guys wish to do so, or if you guys wish for me to return Seb to F1, we can do that as well. But yes, let me know all of your opinions down below. And thank you guys for watching the video. Sorry for being away for so long. It's been like 9 days or 12 days since the last upload, so sorry about that. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.